going on, everybody? Thank you so much for coming back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Batman Begins. So once again, thank you to all of you who went to my Instagram poll and voted for this movie as the next movie that I would review. Was between this one and The Mummy Returns, and you guys chose Batman Begins. I'm not too surprised, to be honest, so let's talk about it. So Batman Begins, man, I just think that this is a film that most comic book lovers, most Batman lovers, most casual comic book moviegoers just have a great time with. This is the first time we ever got to see the Dark Knight grounded and brought to the world in such a gritty way. I just love the way that this film portrays Batman, Gotham City, and the entire world that Batman really lives in. I also have really fond memories of this movie because it came out my birthday weekend the year that it came out, and I just remember just loving it. I remember having such a great time with it. I remember just being super excited for The Dark Knight when that was coming out later on, and it was all because of this movie. I watched this movie so many times, at least a good handful of times in theaters, and then I can't even imagine how many times I've watched it in my life at home. This movie stars Christian Bale, Michael Caine, and Katie Holmes, just to name a few people. And yeah, it's essentially the origin story of Batman in this new, dark, gritty, very realistic, and just gangster-style feeling film. This film, for me, just takes the comic book genre and really flips it on its head. You know, it was in this 2000s realm of film where we were getting the first X-Men films and the first, like, Spider-Man films with Tobey Maguire. And it was just movies like those and this one that just made the comic book genre feel so grounded and just starting to make things feel like, wow, we can take popular genres and apply comic book elements and comic book characters to them without making them feel like big cartoons. And don't get me wrong, I am a huge fan of comic books, as you guys probably know by watching this channel, and I grew up watching tons of the animated stuff and tons of the animated movies, series, everything. I love the cartoony elements of it, but I also love when they're able to take something and ground it and really bring it to you in a new and fresh way. And that's definitely what Christopher Nolan did with this film and this trilogy as a whole, so I am excited to review this entire trilogy. I don't really have too much to say about this movie other than I think it's an amazing time. I think that it is incredibly grounded, very gritty. It's got incredible performances by the entire cast the entire time. There's a lot of heart and there's a lot of emotion to get synced into. If you're a fan of Batman, this portrays his origin, I think, the best way we've ever seen it on screen before. If I had to dig into any negatives, I'll go ahead and do it now because I don't have too many. I would say maybe there's a handful of moments that feel a little slow, I guess you could say, if that's a problem for some people, but I never really feel taken out of the film. I never really feel like that it's an issue. I never really feel like I'm struggling to continue watching. This movie can be put on and I'm instantly hooked in. My eyes are completely locked to the screen and I will watch the entire thing as soon as it starts. This movie also stars Gary Oldman as Commissioner Gordon, and I just think that the way that he was able to bring this character to screen, I only think of him now when I think of this character. And there have been other great portrayals, both in animated and in live action, but I just love the way that he brought Commissioner Gordon to the screen. I love what he brings to the character. He really makes him feel so real, and I love the connection between him and Batman across this entire trilogy, but I love to just see the origin of how that's set up in this film, and Gary Oldman's performance and Christian Bale's performance really heighten that relationship and that entire overall visual experience of this film. On top of all the other things that I've mentioned, this is just a strong story. You know, it's got a great beginning, middle, and end that you can really follow, and by the end you feel relieved with the things that happen and the way that things get paid off, but at the same time it leaves you so open and wanting for more. It leaves you so open for more story and more just amazing adventures in this universe, and it just leaves you ready and excited to see more. Like, it's one of those movies for me when it ends, I don't really want it to end, so I typically want to throw The Dark Knight on seconds after. It's just an amazing film. It takes Batman on the big screen to a whole nother level. The story is great, the acting is great, and also on top of that, the cinematography is great. There's certain action sequences in this movie that are just, the way they're shot, the way that they're paced, the way that they're edited, they're so excitingly put together. And you can just tell there was so much love, dedication, and just attention to detail to every single sequence is shot in this film. I never ever get tired of this movie, and Christopher Nolan just, I can never praise him enough for what he did with this trilogy and just starting off this film, you know, and not letting it just feel like your typical origin movie, but really feeling like an origin film that has so much more to say and do with it for Batman and for comic book movies as a whole. I remember watching this for the first time and just being lost in how much I love this universe and how well built it was just in this one movie. Also, by the way, I'm sorry if it's loud when I do reviews like this. I just kind of like love being able to do reviews while I'm talking and driving. It just makes it a little bit easier to just kind of chill and just kind of go with the flow and say what I want to say, but I know sometimes when I pass by trucks or go on certain bumps, it does get a little loud, so I do apologize for that, and thank you for those of you who continue to watch these kinds of reviews. And I guess the last real thing that I have to say about this movie that I love is just the way they reinvented the look and feel of Batman. You know, we had gotten Batmans that looked similar to this in the comic books, but just the armored suit and the Batmobile and everything about it is just fantastic. And you know, I've only named a few of the actors, but this film also has Morgan Freeman in it, like I mentioned, Gary Oldman after I named the other three. There's just so many great actors in this film. The performances are solid from beginning to end. The look, the feel, the vibe, the costume design, the overall just art design of how this film was put together. I never get tired of this movie, and I highly recommend it to anybody who somehow has not seen this movie already. If you're not a huge comic book fan, this is the perfect movie for you. If you're into gangster, very like dark, gritty, street level films, you can have an amazing time with this. This isn't one of your comic book movies that has the big third act, blown up action set piece that, you know, I do love, but, you know, some people are not really into those big action set pieces. And I think that this movie does an amazing job of giving you a really exciting third act and a lot of really great resolution and some great action, while being able to keep it grounded and just make it feel, like I said, ground level, gritty, just raw. And I just love so much about this film. And this is a film that I just cannot recommend more for those of you who have not seen it. For those of you who have seen it, what did you think about this movie? What does this movie do for you as a Batman fan? How did you feel when you first saw this movie? I'm just curious to hear all of your thoughts on this film. I'm pulling up to work now, guys, so I'm gonna cut this review now. I don't have much more to say other than I love this movie. Thank you guys so much for voting for me to do this review. I do appreciate it. Make sure you guys follow the link in my description so you can go to my Instagram and keep up with the Instagram story poll. But I do have a few new reviews that I want to get done myself this week, so look out for those. I will be seeing Aladdin later this week. I'm very, very excited to check out that movie. I'm hoping to see Brightburn very soon as well. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, all that jazz. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. I would really appreciate it. You guys can follow along with the rest of my videos, and I love communicating with all of you guys. And if you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I respond to everybody's comments, so make sure you guys comment down below so we can be engaged and communicate and you know, just keep this channel going. Thank you guys so much again for continuing to watch. I do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!